Here we are at the summer Racengineer, and I decided that I was going to improve on the circuits that are coming up at the end of the season, of which there were 9 circuits. I only had time to do 8, so my best circuit from the final 8 races was dropped. This was Belgium, where, well, this is all based off the AI test done at the in between this season and last season on the 59 AI with the Williams performance. Anywho, I decided to go in from worst to best, meaning first up was Singapore. A lot of invalidated laps, only 4. Wait, what? I thought it was only 4 clean laps. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did. What? Lap 6 was invalidated. Whatever. I got a 1:40.4 as my best lap, which is 3 seconds, 2.9, quicker than what I did for the AI test. Obviously, you can't do any of this. You shouldn't really compare any of this because one was done in a Grand Prix setting, one was done in time trial setting. They're both done with equal performance, but one was done with constant simulation settings. One was done with constant car settings, info, data, telemetry. The other done with changing tyre percentage and all that. Next up came to USA, was 0.013 milliseconds behind the AI after the AI test. This time it went much better than Singapore, 11 laps, 4 invalidated lap times compared to Singapore's technically 6, but the game says 5, but also says 6. Anywho, quite consistent, I say, with 1:37, 2:33, 35s, and 7 36s. I can quick math. It ended up with a fastest lap of a 35.8. It is really late. I shouldn't be doing this at this time. To give me 2 seconds, 2.1 seconds quicker than what I did on the AI test. Improvement. I don't care what form it's in what way it's compared. Improvement always looks good. I ate 2 more apples than yesterday. Looks good. Except screen time. Screen time's always bad. Oh, I was on my screen 4 hours longer than yesterday. If you're on your screen minus 2 hours yesterday, then 2 hours today is fine. Anywho, yeah, range of the best 5 laps, 4 tenths. It's alright. But then we come to Brazil. Really enjoy the circuit. Surprised it's not higher. Although, I'm surprised it's not higher. 0.3 tenths quicker than the AI on the AI test. So we only had 2 circuits slower than the AI. The rest are now quicker than the AI. So this bodes well for later in the season when I am trying to get a seat with possibly Alpine. Definitely not Aston Martin. Well, I don't know. If I'm going to be on the same AI, Aston Martin might be a good shout because they're quite levelly matched with. They're quite higher up than Williams. So because there's no AI jump, I wouldn't have a risk of losing position. Maybe I should just skip them anyway because, quicker team, better. Anywho, second set of the laps. Brazil managed to get 6 laps in. Lap 14 was an odd one, but I made a simple mistake and spun me. Just getting my spins out in the middle of the summer before the second half of the season so that I don't crash out of any of the races due to timing and days. I've already done the first 2 races of the summer break, second half of the season. By the time this goes out, hopefully, I will have done 3 races. And not going to spoil anything. Instead, 2 attempts. The gap between best and worst lap times in Brazil. Not really much for an improvement. Went from a 10.4 to a 9.0. Wait, what? Okay, that don't line up with what I have later. I don't think. 1 second. Bear with me. Huh. Oh, you melon. Okay. Yeah, what I have later is incorrect. Anywho, Brazil. Really love this circuit, so I'm glad I made a massive jump. 1.4 seconds. So, it's quite good. Abu Dhabi. Only completed 12 laps. I did get a little bit bored towards the end. Did lose a little bit of concentration on these final circuits. So, less laps were completed when statistically I would have been able to complete more. But 20 minutes, 14 laps average. It's all right. Not when you have to log all the data though. I don't actually have to log all the data, all the lap times onto the F1 lap website, which is what I use. It's really good. Go check it out. I don't have to log it in, but I just like doing so because then I can look at lap times if I want to. Abu Dhabi, 0.3 seconds ahead of the AI after the AI test. 3 milliseconds larger the gap than Brazil, hence Abu Dhabi being later in this video. Consistency, a little bit poor. Best 5 laps had a difference of pretty much 9 tenths across all of them, and the best lap was not the session theoretical best, which is always what you want. You never want your best lap to, you never want your theoretical best to be made up of 3 different laps. It's always best if it's made up of 1 lap. But obviously, if you only did 1 lap, then you got nothing to brag about. If you did a good solid 20 minutes, like I do, if I ever do time trial, if you did a good solid 20 minutes, then yeah, you can say have a proper look at session theoretical best. Japan, surprisingly, 5 tenths ahead of the AI. I think I did something wrong when doing this test because Japan's AI are so much quicker than you normally. Unfortunately, I don't have a lap, the race director, because for some reason the game thought I took a screenshot later than I actually did. So it got a screenshot of the race director changing between the 2 menus, so I can actually see the lap times. So yeah, you only get to see my best 5 laps. I think my final lap, lap 12, was my best one. No, my best lap was the final lap, lap 12. Again, 7 tenths, a gap between the best and the 5th best lap time. Really need to bring down that margin, but hey, it don't really matter. Monza, much better, all within the 21s except lap 2 and lap 1. Lap 1, second chicane, that's all you need to know. Lap 2, no, lap 1 was Lesmos, went wide and decided to make a new circuit. Lap 2 was second chicane, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the orange curb. Yeah, I know it's quicker if you go over it. I just never go over it at the same position each time. It's always a little bit different. So yeah, that's something I'll have to sort out before the race tomorrow. Anywho, 5/10 between the best 5 laps. Again, like to bring that down a little bit. Again, session theoretical best could have been in the 120s, but being 6/10 ahead of the AI already, I don't think it's much. I don't think it's needed that much. The AI test did have me at a 122.7. So again, time trial is very much quicker than the AI test, because time trial has the perfect settings. Grand Prix mode, there's always a change in tyre temperature, change in tyre wear, change in engine wear, anything that can slow you down. Unfortunately, none of these can be used as excuses for spinning, of which I did once or twice at Netherlands. Nice segue. Netherlands, the penultimate one, 6/10 again, ahead of the AI, but the gap was 12 milliseconds larger than Italy's gap, hence it being later. Notable mentions, three spins. Don't remember the first two, remember the final one. I was trying to push for the best lap after only setting the 111. Tried to get another one. Tried to get a mid 111. Didn't get there. Only got a high 11. I tried to spin. I tried going faster, but lost 5 seconds in sector 1. So yeah, kind of got ruined before it even started, really. And this is what I mean about session theoretical best. Yeah, it's only a 2/10 improvement, but 2/10 is the difference between first and last on a good day in F1 esports. So, if I was at that level, yeah, that'd be 5 years at least if I actually tried. If I was at that level, I would have jumped up 19 places. So, yeah, always got to look at the tiny details. Netherlands AI test was a 114.080, so an improvement of 2.1 seconds. Could have been 2.3 if I hooked up all the session theoretical bests to give me a 111.777. Nice that there's only 3 numbers in that. Would have preferred it to only have 1 number in there, 111.1111. I think I said 4 ones there. Either way, that's still round to 111.111. Mexico, the final one, my favourite circuit. In the is it? I really like Netherlands, but there's always going to be a special spot for Mexico. Not gonna say why. You should already know. If you care, and if you don't care, then you don't want to know. So I'm not gonna tell you. Mexico, 8/10 ahead of the AI on the AI test, and 13 laps to complete the day. Oh wow. That went quick. Was that really 1 minute? Okay. Session theoretical best. Not much of an improvement. 0. A quarter of a tenth. So it still would have been close. 17.3 compared to the AI test of a 19.4, so 2.1 seconds advantage. Technically, if you only look at the temps, it could have been oh god, I forgot the gap. Could have been a 2.2 seconds gap to the AI test, but you know, I didn't really. I did try. I just couldn't hook it up. But I think when you're at the point when session theoretical best is across 3 laps, you know you're really, really good at that circuit because you're struggling to find time to improve anywhere. This is all the tests I've done at these circuits for the final 8, just for you to look at because the video is going to end fairly shortly. But yeah, so if your session theoretical best is split across 3 laps, then you know you're quite good at the circuit or quite consistent because it's not across all 1 lap. Again, you can be inconsistent and it be split across 3 laps. I don't know. If I really want to delve into it, I'd have to make a separate video, of which I don't really have the time for. Because, yeah, time's running out.